Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Hope. Coming back to you all. Listen, this is formerly known as Loud Radio Motivation and Music. We're going to be moving forward with this segment as Mr. Hope Morning Motivation. So each and every week, we're going to be coming to you all on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we're going to be dropping mental wellness, financial wellness, and physical wellness. So what's going on? Hope Society, back to be back on these airwaves to you all to give you all this motivation. And I want to give you guys a hand clap. Yes, you guys already know I'm back at it, and you guys already know why I'm excited, because each and every day we already know we're only doing two things. And what are those two things? We're either moving forward or against our hopes and dreams. So either when we look at ourselves tonight or tomorrow, we're going to reflect on this day and say, today I made a significant move towards my hopes and dreams, or if I did nothing at all, that means I had to take a step back. So remember, law of polarity says that we're either moving forward or against. So the fact that you're tuned in to Mr. Hope, getting this motivation, means that you're already happening on purpose. You're already aligning yourself with your hopes and dreams. So that means the favor is already in your direction. Everything you're hoping and dreaming for is already beginning to push itself towards you. So give yourself a hand clap, a pat on the back, because you are already pushing the momentum towards where it needs to go. And you're already a part of the 1%. Listen, the 99% is still asleep. The 99% is still in the same routine that they've been in. So the fact that you're even thinking about, I need to get myself in a certain mindset, and the fact that you acted upon it also means that you are actively trying to position yourself where it is that you want to go. Because a lot of people are just about to talk, man. They're the great planners. They can talk about it all day, and they're the same ones when you say we're waking up at 6 o'clock to work out, the alarm going off, or my phone dead. We're talking about the people that's not happening. We're talking about the people that are just on the sidelines talking. But you got up today, or you're tuning in wherever you're at, and you're saying, I need this motivation, I need this understanding. So welcome back. This is, again, Mr. Hope Motivation. It's all about just empowering us. So each and every day that we tap in with each other, it's going to be about helping us understand where it is that we can actually go. So we're just understanding that it's not where we start, it's how and where we finish. I want to introduce my guest. So we're going to talk about some physical wellness actually on the latter part of the show. So Tamara, go ahead and introduce yourself real quickly.
Excuse me, just listening to all that motivation, had to clear my throat. My name is Tammy. I am a certified personal trainer and group fitness instructor. I've been doing this now for 6 years, coming on 2020. This is crazy. That's my life. I sleep, eat, dream, training. Piggybacking off Mr. Hope, when you take care of yourself mentally, it also will align and make taking care of yourself physically much easier, because you're already in that mindset that mentally, I have to make sure that I am prepared for my day. When you start off mentally, I remember a couple weeks ago, we was always saying, make sure you make your bed.
Exactly.
You start your day with making your bed up.
So simple.
Simple things,
Simple
that
thing.
makes your day so much easier, because you started your day with some form of order. You know what I mean? Instead of chaos, you get out your bed, you throw the pillows everywhere, you just go shower, you're throwing things everywhere. Be a little bit more order, and you'll have order in your day. You'll notice that your mind will actually be clear, because you have started your day on that clear path.
Exactly.
So for our fitness people who like to work out early, that's also a better way to even start before you go to the gym. Make your bed, then go straight to the gym. You come back, you're like, wow, it's almost walking into a whole nother house, right?
Exactly.
When you take care of yourself physically, a lot of people have no idea what they're doing, and they just go. And with that being said, most people need a trainer. They need a personal trainer. You need some guidance on what to do. You can't just go in and pick up the weights and assume that you're doing it right. And with that, you have to pick the right trainer.
Exactly.
The right trainer will also feed you mentally. It's not just physically. Your right trainer will make sure that your mental is up to par with your physical look. You know what I mean? You don't want to have a trainer that will train you hard in the gym, but tears you down mentally. You're not doing this right. Why didn't you eat this? You don't look right. You need to do this. That's not really what's going to make you feel better mentally or physically. You're not going to want to keep going. At some point, you're going to feel 100% defeated. You don't want the trainer that's also going to be overdoing it. Oh my goodness, you're awesome. And the whole time you're like, yo, I haven't even left the house yet. Stop playing, you know?
Exactly.
So don't have the trainer that's just reaching for your money. Make sure that they're being realistic with you. You know, what are your realistic goals? Make sure that the trainer that you are picking will be there for you. This being in the gym, it can be mentally draining sometimes, you know, not just physically, but mentally draining, because we have a tendency as humans to compare ourselves to the next person.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, you know, she's only been going for 2 weeks and she's already down. You know, I've been going for 2 weeks and I'm still at where I started. You have no idea what that person is doing versus what you're doing. You know, a quick fix might look good at that moment, but you keep going on your normal healthy path. You come back and they've gained all that weight back because they've took a quick, unhealthy route. So it's a matter of not comparing yourself to others, but comparing yourself to yesterday. You compare yourself to where you were yesterday versus where you are today. Where are you going tomorrow? Always compare yourself to you. Am I being a better version of me? Am I making sure that I am being productive? Am I achieving these goals that I have set, these realistic goals? That's something that we always have to key in on, realistic goals. You know, a lot of people don't set realistic goals. I need to lose 30 pounds in 10 days. That's considered a crack diet. We don't do that. You know what I mean? You have to understand that being realistic with yourself, you know, that means that you're going to have to start changing some bad habits into good habits, which means that not just going to the gym to lift in weights. Are you eating healthy? Are you eating healthy? Are you mentally eating healthy too? Are you mentally feeding yourself the proper nutrition so that you can also mentally grow? Because sometimes we stop our physical growth by messing with our mental growth. You know, we've talked ourselves into so much of a rush into getting to our goals that we've already defeated ourselves before we've even started. Man, we've tried this already before. We didn't do anything the first time. Well, you know what? Switch that thought. Maybe the first trainer I had just did not know how to handle me and get me to my goals. Let's go about it in a different way. Try another trainer, somebody else that could be better for me in a mental way, who can definitely make sure I'm physically well. And, you know, me as a trainer, for me personally, I can't speak on any other trainers, but I take my job outside of the gym. Some of my clients who are struggling with the eating part of it, every morning I send them a good morning text, make your bed. And my clients actually feel better about their day because their trainer texts them, good morning, don't forget to make your bed. It's just the small things, you know. I have mentally started your day on the right path, you know. And then a couple hours later, you know, she sends me a picture of her food. You know why? Because she wants me to see what she's eating. She wants me to see that she is on the right path. She trusts the process. That's the other thing. A lot of people don't seem to understand that this is a process. It's not an overnight thing. And if it happens overnight, it's not healthy. Do not ever, ever, ever trust someone that can tell you that they can make it happen overnight, because they can't. Nothing happens overnight. No success happens overnight, especially not when it comes to your body. It just can't. It just can't. And if it does, it's not going to last.
Wow.
It's not going to last. I read an article the other day on Yahoo that said a lot of people that go in for those plastic surgeries, they always have to go back for another. That's a quick fix. That's a quick fix. I have not taught you anything. I have not taught you anything. All I did was make it easy for you. I made it way too easy for you, and then you see that it was so easy, and then you go back to what? Your bad habits.
So what you're talking about is the power of having the proper guidance.
Absolutely.
Having that proper person that's above us, that like you said, that proper trainer. So what you're talking about, it's picking the right person to truly guide you to where it is that you're trying to get to, which is your version of your promised land.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't want anyone to guide you down a yellow brick road when your road is supposed to be blue. Everybody's not meant to go down the yellow brick road. You know what I'm saying? That was Dorothy's road.
Right.
That's not for everybody. You know what I mean? And you need that trainer that's going to understand that. You know, they can't train you the same way that they train every other client. Everyone is on a different path, no matter what. You can train 10 bodybuilders. Those are 10 different paths.
Wow.
We might be on our same road and, you know, trying to go achieve the same goal, but we're going to go about it in 10 different ways. I can't do the same things that you do. Maybe I can, but it's going to be different. It's going to be different. And
Right.
if my trainer does not recognize those things, they're going to continue to say, well, Xavier's doing it like this. What's your problem?
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're trying to achieve a goal, you don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need that. You need someone that's going to say, you know what, let's go ahead and try to tweak this a little bit to make it more comparable for you.
Exactly.
You know, a lot of trainers don't do that. A lot of trainers don't understand the importance of getting to know their clients beyond the gym. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They don't make that connection. And I hear about it all the time. Oh, my trainer doesn't talk to me about nutrition. My trainer doesn't make sure I'm okay. You know, I just see my trainer twice a week, and that's the end of the story. And I'm hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That hurts my feelings. Because outside of that, you know what I mean? It's more than just lifting, you know. Are you okay? Are you drinking enough water? You know, are you sore? You know, is it lasting past these days? Those follow-ups are important. Let your clients know that, you know, that you're, as a trainer, you care about their well-being. You care about their growth. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's mentally and physically. I care about your growth. How are you feeling? Do you feel good? Do you feel sore? Yes, you're going to be sore for about 2 days, you know what I mean? But once you're past that, guess what? We're going to go back in it again, and we're going to kill it again. We're going to crush it. And the more you do it, the better you're going to feel. You're going to love it. You want your clients to enjoy going to the gym. You want them to be able to get to a point where you say, what? I only need to see you once a week because I'm loving what I'm doing, and I want to keep going. I want to keep going. You want your clients to desire that gym. You want your clients to desire that healthy dish versus the chips and the candies and things like that. You're going to want your client to desire water over the soda, over the alcohol. Be the best trainer that you can be for these people who have picked you, chose you for their guide. I'm a guide. I always tell my clients, I said, you know what, listen, I'm not just a trainer. I'm a school bus driver. I drive the bus. You get on the bus, you tell me where we're going. Yes, I'm the one driving, but this is your journey. You're telling me where we're going.
Right.
You know what I mean? You tell me where we're going. Are you going to do this? Are you going to eat right?
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, because you're going to eat right, let's go ahead and continue on this smooth road. You know, every blue moon, we had some bumps, and that's life. That's life. Life happens, you know, especially women.
Exactly.
We have 7 days of life, you know, so we have those moments where we want something that doesn't belong in our diet. But as a trainer, you know, you need to understand that.
Right.
You need to understand and let your clients know, hey, it's okay. Have a cheat meal, not a cheat day.
Mm-hmm.
Cheat meal. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I have a cheat day. That's too much. Have a cheat meal. Enjoy your food. Don't feel smothered into not liking these positive changes, you know. And then once you understand that there are positive changes, then you'll really accept it, really want to do it. You're not going to say, oh man, this is too much work for me, I'm tired of eating the same things. Once their trainer explains to you, look at your body, look how good you look, you went from a size XL, now you're in a medium. The small things, you know what I mean? If your trainer is not guiding you into that positive light, just reminding you where you came from to where you are now, the small things, picking your trainer, once again, can tap into that mental. When I'm at the gym, sometimes I don't have the time to meet up with my trainer, but he taps into my mental. You know, I know that I wouldn't,
right.
Yeah, absolutely. If my trainer was standing right there, I wouldn't be able to stop. So guess what? I better not stop.
Right.
I better treat the situation as if he was there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then that's the same thing. Like, you want your clients to say, you know what? This is my journey. Whatever I eat is not going to affect my trainer.
Exactly.
They have to be able to own their own journey. You know, like I said, I'm going to drive you. We're going to drive. We're going to go.
Exactly.
But where we go, that's up to you. Are we going to McDonald's? Or are we going to the salad bar? You telling me where to go. I'm like your Uber driver here. Where we going?
Definitely. So, that was Tamara. She was tapping in with us with some physical wellness. So remember, it's Mr. Hope Motivation is all going to be all about us winning physically, mentally, and financially. So that was just our segment this week on physical fitness. And what she was talking about is picking the right trainer, and that's so it's so imperative to the advancement, to the growth, to you truly enter into abundance and overflow. It's having the right person that you are able to confide in, or that you're basically centricating as the person that's going to be able to push you to where it is that you're trying to get to. So many people, it's not that necessarily like, I don't use the terms good or bad, as those are so relative, but it can literally just be that this is not the right fit. The program, the system, the habits, the alignment of the habits, the layout is just not in, process to where it is you're trying to go. So picking that person to guide you, and that actually is what exactly we're talking about today, even on just understanding the mental note, and that's having the right mentor. That person that you're able to say, hey, they have done things that I can use them as a point of not only reference but resource, some person that can instill things in me. And if we heard what Tamara was saying, it's that the things they instill in me, and how they say it, how they deliver it, even when they're not around, those are the things I'm going to be able to pull on. For some of us, those things, those people can be, our parents. They can be, our aunts, our uncles, or they might be a teacher, a counselor, or someone that even just comes to our life at the period in which that we're trying to get to somewhere else, and then we're opportune and blessed to run to these people. But what these individuals are able to do is that they're able to take us from where we are and help us get to where it is that we're designed to be. And it's not in a forceful way, and it's not in a way of our way, or it's the highway. And I like what she said. Even she was speaking to the trainer. So if we flip the script, it's not just about us picking the correct trainer. It's about the trainer also being adequate in their practices as well. And I think about the gap that we have in our generation, or where a lot of us are saying, hey, there's a disconnect between this generation that's above us, the baby boomers or whatever, between the millennials or generation X or Z. And I believe that the disconnect is because we also have to be able to communicate the message in a way that's people can actually relate to, hold on to, and something that they will want to, actually listen to. Because a lot of times in this generation is that if it's not communicated, then it's all lost. You can have the right sauce, you can have the right pans, the setup can be great, and the delivery can be right off. You can get me right in the space and lose me at the same time. So I think about when we're talking about picking the right mentor, I think that the mentor also has to be ready to accept the challenge of doing whatever it takes to be diverse, to be versatile, and understand that this world is ever changing. And I'm relating it back to us actually having that gap in between, being able to really have that generation above us as the people that are guiding and instilling them. Because if we hear so, this generation is so lost, they don't listen to nobody, they want, no, it's not that no one's listening. I think that we also have to understand that there's a way in which things should be communicated. So when we think about talking about picking the right mentor, I think it's also in line of a two-way street of being able to be led, and also having the clarity so that you can have that definitiveness of how you want to be push and move. And that's some things we're going to also talk about, especially that's why I want you guys to go back to season 1. It's going to be available for you guys to tap in when we was formerly known as Loud Radio. But we had some gems in there where we talked about a lot was foresight and clarity. Season 1 was a lot of us creating that definitive expectation for our lives, where we want to go. And then what that allows is when someone steps in with the resources, now their application or what it is they're trying to deliver to us is that much more adequate, or is it a greater capacity, because now they can see and they can truly give themselves in a way that they're meant to give themselves to you. A lot of times is that we're in the right place, but our own lack of clarity what we want prohibits those that are right around us to act in what they're able to act within. We can relate this to also like a lot of us not even just simply opening our mouths in a lot of different situations, expressing what we're doing or who we are or where we're going. So when we think about picking the right mentors, also making sure that we're in a position to be led, making sure we have the foresight, and so that when things are being able to get applied, man, it's really like the peanut butter to the jelly. Things are truly coming together, and then we're able to progress in what it is that we're trying to get to. So today, that's what I want you guys to really just chew on, is understanding that we got to pick the right person, and a great mentor is someone that's not going to charge us for the information that they're giving to us. And what I mean by charges is that they're never going to make us expend ourselves beyond what is adequate or what is needed from us in order for us to get to where it is that we need to go. Meaning they're never going to ask you more of what it is that you need to do. It means they won't even hesitate to professionally tell you to get your ish together. They won't, prohibit, asking you to do what it is of yourself, in whatever way it is, in order for you to truly attain what it is that you have cast out there as a hope and dream. They're also able to align themselves. If they don't have an answer, they're able to align someone that does have an answer for you. So if they don't have it, they have also positioned themselves to have a network of people, or they are around a network of people, or have people around them which they can always have someone for you to talk to, or they have this other resource if they don't have the answer, plain and simple. These individuals also want to tell you everywhere they failed so you can avoid those steps. So they're never going to just be guiding you or just giving you information and not also telling you about the hiccups. So they're not going to sell you the dream and not also tell you about the nightmares. They're always going to give you both. They're going to say, hey, I can get you to where you want to go, but we're also going to go through this time of drought. We're going to go to this time of famine. So when we think about a good mentor, it's not just people because they look good and sound good. Are they speaking to you mentally? Are they really able to understand you? And this is even understanding, when we talk about truly winning mentally, physically, financially, everything has to be in tune. So if we're going to allow someone in that space, it comes with our own clarity, our own understanding of self, so we can have the right person that we attract that person to. Because and what I'm saying is that we're eliminating the blame, or we're eliminating the pointing the fingers when we're not able to get what it is that we expect from someone, or someone's in a position and they're not able to give us what it is that we think they should because they hold a certain stature. So I was talking about making sure that we're the right puzzle piece ourselves, and so that we can align whatever it is that we need to align within at that point in time. Absolutely. So that's what I want you guys to chew on today, understanding how to make sure that you're the correct fit, making sure that you're in line. And then also I gave you guys some gems on how to identify a great mentor. I told you guys how they're not going to charge you or expect you to extend yourself more than what that you need or what's expected to get to what it is that you have said is a hope and dream. They come with resources. They're going to push you to your highest levels. That means they're going to push you against your limits. They're going to tell you, hey, get your stuff together. A lot of times it's going to be just like that. Hey, you won't straight BS, and they won't hesitate to say it that way. So today was all about us understanding that. So this is Mr. Hope Morning Motivation, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You guys can be able to tap in. I'll be dropping these on a few different networks for you guys to get in contact with the podcast. Also, it's available on YouTube. Also, my book, Answer to Butterflies, is officially out, so make sure you guys grab your copy. I want you guys to tap in. We're talking about a lot of these things within the book as well. So each and every day, like I said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, tap in on the YouTube, subscribe. We got the Mr. Hope Empowerment Meetups every Saturday here in Detroit at the Northwest Activity Center. So come get your empowerment and financial literacy. Or like I said, you guys can get it on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm saying tap in with me at Mr. Hope Motivation on all social media. And this has been our physical fitness, our physical wellness segment for this part of the week. And each and every week we're going to be getting in mentally, physically, and financially in order to truly be healthy. So remember, I am are two of the most powerful words put together for whatever comes after them shapes and forms our reality. So I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am abundant. And I am in position to have all that I'm hoping and dreaming for. Continue having a wonderful day. Hope!